Good morning. Risk sentiment overview for the Quasidb customers for the 9th of the 6th, 2022. ECB day today. We see a lot of indecision on the euro and the dollar. So don't expect to see much direction, I think. We're probably going to chop a lot. It's probably going to spike a great deal and then spike down a great deal. The fact that the bubbles are so close, it's not ideal. We want to pitch strong versus weak. They're too close, really. Currently, the dollar is winning the battle, but they're just a bit close for comfort. Dollar Swiss is the greatest probable trade for a long. They shorted it by 27%, so it's quite a shift on the sentiment. Risk calculation is on at the big picture. The 24-hour difference took a bit of a knock. VIX is being crushed. However, the US yields are spiking a lot. The 30-year yield is really high now. And we've got an inversion on the 5 and the 10, so that's like a recession warning. So quite mixed signals from the fundamentals. We can potentially see the dollar USD fall today, depending on the ECB press conference, especially as we're talking interest rates. So that's going to be it's going to be a bit of a like a fireworks, I think, today. Probably going to see huge spikes, and we might even settle at the end of the day pretty much like where we were. It probably might want to come up and take stops, come down and take stops, and it's very hard to say what's going to happen here. The retail volumes are 50-50, so we can go either way. So just be careful today and tomorrow. We've got CPI tomorrow. There's the Euro USD long volume versus short volume. I think it's about 50-50 by the looks of things. So that might be useful. And you can see how they're really heavily short the euro yen, so that would be like a long bias. Currency strength meter. The million-dollar question is whether or not we're going to see the continued USD strength. It's possible, but we don't really know for sure. If we look at the bubble, we know it's in a strong buy. However, the ECB might wreck it, so we have to be very careful. That's that. So there's the SSI snapshots. Green a buy, red a sell. Note the S&P, we've gone back to sell. Okay, and that would coincide with what I was saying about the US yields. There's the sell on the S&P. They went long on the 21 moving average, and gold is sideways. So if they continue to long, then we'll fall. Okay, and we're going to have to test this support, and I think a breach of 4,000 should do it, and then wipe the apes out completely. And there's the inversion. These are very high now. This is like a recession warning, like I say, and this supports a stronger USD, especially the dollar yen. Okay, so fundamental case for a strong dollar, but it all depends on what the press conference and Lagarde. And so that's that. So this is a bit of a warning sign, bit of an omen. And where are we? So the stop loss cluster, the largest mover was pound USD at 6% shift towards sell. Not really that great movement, to be honest with you. I remember we want sells to agree. So red Aussie USD, pound USD, red euro yen is a green, pound yen is a green, and that's it. Everything else is pretty mixed. And there's the stop loss cluster for EJ. It's very large and it's below, and so that target is 140.91, and the size is smaller, so it tells us that the apes have given up, which is good, because if they held on, we'll continue higher, and it will just really be skewed. Pound is strongest and Swiss is weakest, so they shorted the pound, I think, because of that confidence vote, and they've held on, so they might be right. Signals, we had a 17 pip loss, lots of indecision, but we had ECB and CPI tomorrow, so I'm not expecting much direction and profits because of that uncertainty. I don't think even the big fish know the outcome. They're probably really hedged, I'd imagine, because it's very uncertain. So the fundamentals are mixed as well, and the sentiment is mixed, 50-50. So it's very undecided. And here's ECB, and then there's CPI tomorrow, and that's it. Just a really nice quick bulletin video, and I'm going to do the stop loss cluster video now, and then we can look at some levels, and I'm going to look at some yen crosses. It looks like the apes have given up, and if they give up, then that's going to be a great sign for price to reverse. So they really were stubborn, and hopefully they don't come back to the casino, and then trading will be a lot easier. And so that's it. So I'll speak to you for the SLC video.